Hello and welcome to my channel produced by Jamie. Today we're going to be making or remaking the beat Pushin P.
You must be Pushin P.
By Gunna featuring Future. This is from his new album DS Forever, and it's kind of going viral at the moment, so I thought it would be a perfect time to try and remake it. So if you follow this tutorial correctly, it should sound something like this right at the end, and I've included the Gunna acapella on top so you can get an idea of what it sounds like all together.
Pointers in the paddock, gave my piece of Pusha P. Cop new hammers for my P. We don't want no peace. Got a spot across the spot. J for peace. Drop the data, now we plotting exotic peas. She not a lesbian for peace. She turned lesbian. Pusha P. Pusha P. On capital P, I write the president, count presidents. Pusha P. Portuguese on her knees, mopping down.
So this is actually a reasonably simple beat, and the drum pads are very simple. First thing I'm going to do is talk about the main melody. So the first thing I did was go into Expand, and I got up this plugin Area Up, which sounds like this, to give like the kind of RP effect you hear in the song. And I wrote out this MIDI. It's quite a simple MIDI. It sounds like this. So having laid that down, we're moving on to the second melody, which is a Serum lead. This is just a stock lead that comes with Serum, bottle blower, and this gives a kind of high-pitched lead you hear throughout the song. So we play with this and another Serum lead, again another stock plugin from Serum, which is called Trumpet Vibes. So the first one sounds like this, a bottle blower. And you can see that I've lowered the velocities quite a lot because it's quite a gentle noise you want to have in the background, otherwise it can be a bit screechy. And then together with the other lead it sounds like this. So you can see it gives it a little bit more depth, makes it slightly more interesting. So following that we have another Expand plugin called Female O-Pad. And this is just playing the chords of the song. Final part of the melody is this simple pad. Again, this is from Expand, and it's called Heavenly Bell Pad. It's playing this very simple melody which sounds like this. So it's quite a quiet pad, but it just adds a bit more depth. And once you have all of your main melodies together for the first part of the song, it should sound like this. Once you've got that, it's time to move on to creating the second part of the melody, which is my favourite part. And we're using, again, some Expand plugins here. So the first one is the Bright Performance Strings, and this is playing a very simple power chord, and it sounds like this. And that just plays throughout the whole part. There's a second section. And accompanying that, you have this, again, Expand plugin called Legato Tremolo. And this kind of adds like the bass line to the string part, and it sounds like this. And that's literally the only part of the strings you need for the second part. It's very simple. But in the song, this is actually reversed. So the way you can do this in Ableton is highlight both of your strings, right click, click freeze track, and once it's processed that, you can click flatten, and this will turn them into an audio clip. I'm not going to do that because I've already got them down here. So what I've done is I've got one of the string layers and one of the other string layers, and I've doubled them up just to give them a bit more depth in the mix, and I've panned them to the left and right just so everything sounds bigger. Once I've done that, I've selected each part and clicked reverse, and once you've done all that, it should sound something like this. And yeah, that's it with the drums, and that's all you need for the second part. So now moving on to the drums, we have a very simple drum pattern. The first sample we have is this acoustic rim from the Saint 6 sample pack, and this is just playing a very simple two-step pattern. I've applied a small amount of reverb to it just to give it a bit more space. Secondly, we have this Pierre hi-hat from the Saint 6 pack again. This is a free pack which I think you can get online. Same with the acoustic rim. I'll link it down below in the description. It's really good. It's got a lot of the popular sounds in it. And this is playing a very simple hi-hat pattern, basically a two-step with a little triplet at the end. And that just repeats throughout the whole song, so nice and simple. Third sound we have is this hi-hat 6, which is from a free Gunna sample pack. Again, I can link this one in the description below. I've applied a small amount of reverb just to give it a bit more space, and it's playing this pretty simple pattern throughout the whole song. The final drum or 808 sample we have is the Say 808, very classic bog sounded 808 here. I've applied a small amount of EQ just to boost some of the lows. I've also added a Camel Crusher, which just gives it a bit more beef, and then some saturation, which again just brings up a bit more of the highs and makes it sound a bit cleaner in the mix. So that is playing this pattern throughout the whole song. And that's it, that's all the drums. Other than that, I've just applied a drum bus, which just gives it a bit more boost to all the drum samples and just makes them a bit louder in the mix so they're really hitting properly. And then to all the melodies, I've grouped them together and I've removed some of the lower frequencies just so that the bass and some of the drum samples can really stand out and sound a bit clean in the mix together. Once you have your first part of the melodies and the second parts all down, you can put it all together. I've now got the Gunna acapella from online, which sounds like this.
Pointers in the paddock ain't my piece. Push a P. Cop new hammers for my P. We don't want no P.
I've just laid that over the top and make sure it's in time, and everything together it should sound like this.
Pointers in the paddock ain't my piece. Push a P. Cop new hammers for my P. We don't want no peace. Got a spot at puff spot. J for peas. Drop the dot and now we plantin' inside the peas. She not a lesbian for P. She turned lesbian. Push a P. Push a P. On capital P, I write the president, count president.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and consider subscribing. We're trying to grow, try and get to 100 subscribers as soon as possible. So yeah, I really appreciate your support, and let me know what you want next. I'm happy to do more remakes, or if you want me to make a type beat from scratch and show you how to do that, I'd love to do that as well. So yeah, thank you for watching, and peace out.
She not a lesbian for P, she turned lesbian. Push a P. Push a P.